Hi, my name's Brandon Schwartz, and this is Signature Motorsport. Hey guys, so today we are working here again on the Pontiac G8. I've got this engine bay pretty much entirely cleared out. Just about everything we can remove is removed. We're leaving the ABS and the entire brake system just because, well, we don't want to have to rebleed that system, especially from scratch. Don't have much in our way here. We're going to start cleaning all the surfaces in the engine bay, on the firewall, everything like that, get everything ready. I have a list of things that I need to buy from the hardware store, so I'm going to run over, grab that stuff, and we're going to get started really prepping the surface. We're going to get some spray paint, spray all the bare metal that is still left. We're going to start to think about getting heat shielding onto it, because we obviously removed all of our factory heat shielding, and we'll see what else we get to. But yeah, we've got a lot on our hands today, so we'll get right into it.
Getting ready to do some heat shielding. This stuff is made by DEI. Good up to 850 degrees direct contact for extended periods of time. Should get the job done.
And you're wrapping the whole tub?
Wrapping the firewall, strut towers, and inner frame so that we can keep the engine bay from heat soaking. And then the tunnel is going to be done with a tunnel cover that is more resistant to sound than it is heat. We don't really have to worry about keeping heat out of there. It's not really going to be generated. So.
What's up, guys? So yesterday we finished the gold heat shielding in the engine bay. For those of you who are wondering what this is for, because it is a lot, and we put it all the way down the frame rails, on the strut towers, everything, not just the firewall. What we're trying to do is prevent heat soaking in the chassis. The chassis is obviously made of hardened steel, which retains heat very, very well. Anyone with an iron block will know. The problem with that is you start heating up the air around the steel, and the steel just, being as heat retentive as it is, it becomes hard to get that heat away and out of that steel. And so what we're trying to do here is more or less create a pocket of really hot air instead of allowing the chassis to soak all of that heat in. So that way we can control the temperature better by pushing that hot air through and away from particular components that are subject to heat soaking. That's really the reason why we did this. We're going to finish with some of the tunnel shielding. We've got an actual, like a thicker tunnel and firewall shielding that we're going to run all the way down the length of the tunnel, all the way up to here. We also have to drop the rear subframe today. We're going to do the same thing to the rear subframe that we did to the front subframe. Speaking of which, we are putting this front subframe back in. We're going to get the steering rack cleaned up, the front sway bar, which we are leaving OEM for now. Eventually I would like to do sway bars, but at the moment we're just leaving that one as it is. It's not going to affect our straight line acceleration. In fact, stiffer sway bars will probably make it worse. So we're going to run that for now. We got to get those new aluminum rear subframe bushings installed, which is going to be a project in and of itself, as well as all the new suspension components are going to start to go onto that subframe. So without further ado, let's get at it. Alright, so I sent out the rear subframe to get it powder coated. It's back. We have the aluminum bushings installed into it. I just got the diff back in it. I'm going to start putting suspension on it.